So in this video, we're gonna look at a new smartphone by Blu. This is the G91. I paid 150 bucks for this one on Amazon, but I'll leave a link in the description below with current pricing and more information. It's got 128 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM. It also comes with Android 10. It's got a 6.5-inch HD Plus display. It can also take a micro SD card up to 256 gigabytes. It's got a MediaTek Helio A25 octa-core processor and a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So you should get pretty good battery life with this one. Wow, it's got all kinds of stuff in here. USB-C charging cable, USB charging brick. You got some headphones that definitely look familiar. Not really sure why they put these in there, but okay. SIM card and micro SD card removal tool. Quick start guide. You also get a Blu sticker. They even include a tempered glass screen protector. That's definitely nice to see. And just a simple smoked clear case. And just in case you missed the specs on the box, here's some more specs. Okay, this is a nice matte finish here on the back. It's definitely got a soft touch feel to it. You can see the 4 cameras there on the back and the fingerprint scanner. There on the right, you get your power and volume buttons. I gotta say, I like the matte finish they've got going here. Nothing along the top. SIM card tray there on the left-hand side. Then along the bottom, you have the headphone jack, USB-C charging port, and speaker. This phone actually has some really good grip to it. I don't think you would need a case with it. Okay, yeah, the software in here actually looks really nice. Pretty much stock Android, just a little bit different. Not too many preloaded apps here. I know you were all wondering, and yeah, you do get TikTok on here, so the nice thing is any apps you don't want, it lets you uninstall. Currently, it's only using 11% of the 128 gigabyte storage, so not too bad right out of the box, I guess. You can see in the notification shade, it's got something called Discover Bar, which is just another way to do shortcuts. Swipe down a little bit further, and then you've got shortcuts like the flashlight, super screenshot, airplane mode, do not disturb, auto rotate, battery saver, alarm, calculator, camera, and screen recorder. Now you do only get one speaker here on the bottom of the phone, but it does seem like it's fairly loud, so maybe it'll be okay for most people. I definitely prefer when they have a second speaker up by the earpiece. One of the first things I noticed is it feels quite as good as the newer version, which does look a little more like a pen or a pen. This is a little bit thinner and lighter than the Galaxy Tab S7. They switched to an LCD display on the Tab S7, basically making you pay more to get the Super AMOLED on the Tab S7 Plus. You do get a slightly larger screen with the Galaxy Tab S7, but it's not by much. So needless to say, the display on here looks just as good as it sounds. So you can choose between 128 gigabytes of storage. It also has split screen, although it doesn't really let you adjust where the split is. And it takes a micro SD card up to 512 gigabytes, so plenty of storage regardless of which one. You can also use the fingerprint scanner to open up an app directly once it unlocks. Interesting thing, it's got something called DuraSpeed, which is supposed to boost the speed by restricting background apps. Now be careful when you do that because it does say that some notifications may be postponed or not even received. It also has something called Smart Touch, which is basically just like a virtual button. It kind of hovers right over top of everything. It also has a little bit more customization when it comes to the buttons. You can hide the navigation bar altogether and switch between 3-button navigation or gesture navigation. Plus you can choose what order the buttons are in and the background color as well. Like I said earlier, it's on Android 10 with November 5, 2020 security update. There on the front is the 16 megapixel selfie camera, hole punch style up in the corner. Now this one does have 4 cameras on the back. You've got a 16 megapixel main camera and then a 5 megapixel wide angle plus a macro and depth sensor. Shutter speed on here could be a little bit faster, but it looks like you get really good detail there on the rear facing camera. In the camera app, you're gonna get video, photo, beauty, where you can do smoother, slimming, whitening, eye enlarger. Cause hey, everybody needs their eyes to look bigger, right? Then you get night mode, pro mode, 96 megapixel, HDR, GIF, filter, panorama, slow motion, time lapse, intelligent scanning, macro. So yeah, there's a lot more options to choose from. Here's a few samples of photos and video just to give you an idea of what to expect. Surprisingly, the main cameras on here are actually pretty decent, especially for a budget phone. If you take photos in really good lighting, yeah, you're not gonna notice much difference in this and a flagship device. Now it did struggle a little bit with focusing here and there. And unfortunately, the night mode really didn't do that much. Yeah, I think this camera is actually pretty decent, especially if you're going to be using this for Zoom meetings. The front facing camera on this is really nice and sharp, and same thing with the rear facing camera. Plus you get full HD 1080p resolution on both. I gotta say, so far, build quality and software, I'm liking what I see for only 150 bucks. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to play Fortnite on this one. One other issue I noticed, when playing Call of Duty Mobile, I don't know why, but it kept acting like it would drop connection, and no matter what I tried, it just kept doing that. It played Asphalt 9 fairly good though. Same thing with PUBG Mobile. Without any problems really. I mean sure, you're gonna have a dropped frame here and there, or maybe a little bit of lag, but nothing that would make me not recommend this game for casual gaming. Now when I did use the Razer controller, it sort of messed up the factory installed screen protector, but I just peeled that off. Personally, I would use a tempered glass screen protector anyways. I think for a budget device, this definitely checks off a lot of things that people are looking for. It's not quite perfect, but again, this is a budget or entry-level phone. Now I'm not too sure about the software updates when it comes to Blu phones, but if they can keep this updated, maybe fix a couple of the bugs that I found, I feel like this could be a really solid choice, especially if you can get it for only 150 bucks. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.